How's it going? It's the T-Side Collector, and I'm back with another toy review, but this time it's on McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. I have with me today Nightwing, the Batman Who Laughs, and Batgirl. I'm going to be going through each of these figures, reviewing it, unboxing it, and showing you just how cool these figures actually are. This is Nightwing, also known as Dick Grayson. He appeared as Robin in 1940's 38th issue of the Detective Comics, but then in 1984's 44th issue of Tale of the Teen Titans changed to Nightwing to become a bit more independent. He's a skilled acrobat from his time with the Flying Graysons. These are just a little few facts just about him. He's skilled hand-to-hand combat, is expert detective through his time spent with Batman, now protecting Bloodhaven, a city close to Gotham. These are the little bits you get with him. Two little batons, which you would use to fight crime. Pretty cool little things actually, because you can get both in both hands. What else has he got? He's also got his centerpiece of the Batmobile that you can build as part of this new wave. These little joints here clip into both sides, of which each figure has. He's got the lights at the front, he's got the engine, he's got the visor from the front where the seats would be. And he also comes with his own trade and collector card, which I think is a really cool little piece that you get with this. This imagery here is from that comic there, Better Than Batman, where he takes his independence to the next level. He's also got a little data file on here. He's got his name, a bit about him. I think this is a really cool thing to get from McFarlane Toys. You don't get this in many other ones, so this is why I think this is a bit more of a standout figure. Well, a standout line, should I say. If any of you collect any other collected cards, you'll know what these are. These are the little protector parts you can have. So I think what I'll do is I'll just pop it in there just to protect it. I think it just keeps it. It's a nice bit of card. It's nice, too bendy, quite firm. But nevertheless, it's still a really cool piece just to keep hold of as well. Also, the other piece you'll get as well is a stand, which I think is awesome that you get this little DC logo on there as well. The little foothold that he gets in there, that'll be a little hole that he's got on the bottom of his boot as well. And you can just slot him on there where you can have him as a posable figure. That's quite cool. Keep that to one side as well. But right now, let's see this figure. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. It's fantastic. The hair, the parting. Oh, look what he's got on the back as well. Oh, that is so cool. And you look at the bits here. Oh, they clip in as well. This actually is a really cool figure. That is awesome. See the detail as well that goes into this. Even the little small parts on his boots. Alright, and then you can get two little holes on either side of his boot. They can go into that stand. His hand has got nice articulation. The arms can move different ways. Hold out as well. Head, yep. Bit stiff, but that's probably because I just got him out of the box. After a while he'll probably do a lot better bending around anyway, but that seems to be doing quite well. His figures are brilliant. See if we're getting him on that stand as well. Let's go with the left leg. Oh yeah, that works. It slots in quite nicely actually. So you can have him all different poses, looking over the city, protecting it. That is quality. Such a good figure. Oh, you get the fine details in his hands as well. Right down on his knuckles. Brilliant figure that. Definitely give it a good 10 out of 10. It's definitely worth collecting if you ever get the chance to go down to your local toy shop. Purchase this. This was around $19.99 from our local Forbidden Planet, which is my go-to place really. The guys in there are always helpful, keeping things aside for me if I need them. New lines, they always let me know. They always hook me up with the coolest and latest figures, comics, pops, you name it. They are brilliant down there. That is the Nightwing review. Hope you enjoyed that. Next on, we'll go and do Batman Who Laughs. Wow, this figure is fantastic. You can just see how the Joker and the Batman have merged so perfectly together in this one figure. Before I go and review this figure, how outstanding he may be, I will just quickly go over these small little details that come with him, as in his little collectible parts. These are his weapons that he has, the blades that he uses. Look as gruesome as they do, as you've seen in the comics as well. But you can see the little wrap that they've got on the sides there. Perfect. So much detail has gone into this. Next as well is his own part of the Batmobile that you get with it. That is the left side, I believe. Left, definitely the left side. And then when I get the Batgirl one reviewed, I can clip them all together and see how cool this actual thing is. But that's that part of it. He also comes with his own card. I love these cards. These are so good. Even on the back as well, it comes up with a little bit more. So even if you haven't read the comic, which I'll be completely honest, I haven't. I have actually just purchased the comic recently. I do plan to go over it. But you get all the little details in here, so you can even pause the video, give that a quick once over. And just like the last one, with a little protector, I'm going to pop it in there. So it's nice and protected. No little bend on this one either. But another great art piece to collect. Also comes with a stand. Little hole support there. DC logo on the bottom. But now let's get into this figure. As soon as I opened this box, I just knew I was going to get my money's worth. This is absolutely fantastic. Just look at this. Look at those teeth. You can really see how much detail they've put in there. Don't know if it's picked much of it up, but he's actually got a bit of paint smudged on his face, and that's not a painting error. That's just from the paint from his lips. It's all around the white makeup that he's got on here. Hopefully you can, I don't think that's picked it up that well, but you see these nice little rubbery bits on top. Shoulder pads as well. Details on the hands. Such a good figure. You see all these little bits in the middle, all the little buckles, strap parts as well, down to the boots. There are definitely some steel toe caps. Even at the little part on the back, little part of the skirt part. It's all torn, got a bit of wind action going on there if you ever wanted to pose him. Such a good figure, lots of different articulation on this. He is a supervillain. He is in the alternate version of the Batman within this multiverse. Don't want to give too much away if nobody's really seen it before, but if you did pause that video, then you will have seen the little bit about him. There we go. He can be posable figure right there. You can get the bits in his hand. Just make sure he gets the other one in there. And you can have these however you want to have them. I'm just making them out like now just to demonstrate exactly what they're like. But that is a brilliant figure. Let me know in the comments below exactly how cool you think this figure is, because this is really a 10 out of 10 for me. This figure is the second one I've just opened and already I'm extremely impressed. Next, let's get out the Batgirl. And here's Batgirl. Her first appearance as Batgirl was back in the Detective Comics, back in issue 359. That was way back in 1967 actually. But then since then, after getting shot in the spine by the Joker in The Killing Joke, she then was bound to a wheelchair. She then appeared as Oracle in issue 23 of Suicide Squad in 1989. She's got the expertise of computer science, security hacker, highly skilled hand-to-hand combat, and genius intellect. She's also the daughter of Commissioner Jim Gordon, who's a friend of Batman. The Art of Crime, which she is from, this is the design, the comic, the issue, the figure that this is now we're looking at, should I say, is during a high-speed chase with supervillain Grotesque. The villain hits Batgirl with a stun gun that disables the chip that helps her now walk after she was paralyzed. Let's get into the accessories, guys, after that little trivia. First of all, we've got the little Batarang. How cool is that? Bit like the one from the Batman vs Superman film that we have. This one's nice and gold. We've also got the artwork card, collectible card, which you see is the image just from in here. And I think this is absolutely brilliant. Art of the Crime. On the back, once again, if you want to pause it, you can do. Just read a little bit about the data file on there. And just for safekeepings, we're going to put it nicely in this slot here. Once again, still a really good card, doesn't bend much, but it protects it and it keeps it looking good for your collection. Comes with a stand, once again, nice black round base, little hole puncher there to go for the boots, and a little DC logo. Really little cool part here is she has her grappling gun. This doesn't remove from the gun itself, but it does have a nice little glossy touch on the top of it, and a bit of a nice glossy part of the gun, which you can have as a pose, I imagine you could have with her. But this is the last part to the Batmobile. We will jot them all together right at the very end. Two little hole punches, two little wheels, and the side with a nice wing on the back. Now, let's have a nice good old look at this figure, because this is another brilliantly sculpted figure. Just look at that. Right down to the chest plate as well. See the mold nicely put on there. Cape, really good design as well. Wind effect is here for if you ever want to put it in a nice posable position. The hair, really nice detailed, nice texture in there. Right on the top you see the little headpiece there she's got for her. The mask. They've done a great sculpt on Barbara Gordon there. Right down to the hands as well. Good articulation in the joint. Still a little bit stiff, but that's, like I said, just because I've taken it out of the box. The utility belt as well. On the back, you can see she's got a little bag. Right down to the boots. Got a bit of the grip. Nice ball joint on there. You see the joints are just a little stiff at the minute, but when they loosen up a bit, you can have the pose in all sorts of different positions. Absolutely class. See if we can get a pose with this piece here. Let's give her the gun. Let's give her that gun. Looks like she's got the finger out as well that can go straight into the trigger. She could chew up there. What I'll do now is I'll put all three of them together, and then we'll finally put that last piece of the Batmobile. But this figure is fantastic. And it just really makes me want to go back out there and get some more of these, because there is more. There's Green Arrow, there's Green Lantern, there is Batman, a Superman, a cartoon version of the Batman and Superman. There's also comic versions of Deep Space ones with Batman and Superman in armor. And they are the ones I think I'll definitely have to be picking up next. I don't think they come with any build figure though, but these three ones do. What I'll do now is I'll show you the figures all put together, and then we can give it a one big overall. Here we are with the final down pose of Nightwing, Batgirl, and the Batman Who Laughs. Finally, we have the car. Take a good look at that. That is brilliant. Fantastic accessories for a fantastic line of figures. This is definitely a highly recommended line to get. McFarlane's toys have knocked it out of the park. Normally I've always been collecting some DC, but mainly Marvel Legends, but these figures are really pushing them to the limit here, because these are some great designed figures. As always, like, subscribe. It would help me out massively for more videos coming your way. Thank you, and I'll see you guys soon.